Starting strong with a fundamental, versatile first move. Nice eye, you found a tactic to grow your lead into a win. Starting strong with a fundamental, versatile first move. A common response that creates a balanced position. Threatening an undefended pawn and developing a piece at the same time. Smart. Reinforcing the center with their own knight. Supporting your pawn by developing your other knight. Creating a symmetrical game with all knights developed. This move opens the path for your bishop to enter the game. Your opponent is putting pressure on your pawn chain. You exchange pieces of equal value. A clear recapture. Your better option was to send a bishop into the game. A straightforward recapture. It's critical to develop your pieces as early as possible in the game. Their best option was to develop a bishop and attack the center. That was a fair trade. A clear recapture. Castling protects your king and activates your rook. They had a better way to develop a bishop and attack the center. You stopped your opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. You get a chance to win a queen by pinning a piece to the king. By using the pin to the king, you will win material. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Recapturing. They played one of the best moves here. You captured a vulnerable queen. Their recapture simultaneously brings the bishop into play. This pin holds their bishop in place, tying it to the king. They made one of the top moves in this position. Good job stepping in to defend your pawn. I like their choice. You found the move that blocks the attacker. They exchanged pieces of equal value. A logical capture. They took your knight for free. You found a way to pin the knight to the king. They defended their knight, which was under attack. Making a threat to the pinned piece will win you a knight. They bring their final piece into the game, fully mobilizing their position. Nice vision spotting and capturing that vulnerable knight. This move pins your pawn, adding pressure to your position. This is a fine move. This is a fair trade. Yes, this is the way. This move is dropping a bishop. Though it doesn't change, that pawn was yours for the taking. They played one of the best moves here. Your move provides an escape square for your king. This move puts their pawn on a safer square. You've activated every piece with this move, putting your rook into play. Decent move, but they had a better one. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. You get a chance to win a bishop through an eventual fork. You overlooked an opportunity to win a bishop through an eventual fork. That's playable. You captured a free pawn. A correct move to get their rook out of harm's way. You escaped the check from the rook. That's not a mistake, but they did not find the best move here. Your move targets the bishop by immobilizing its defender. A correct move to get their bishop out of harm's way. Well done, an excellent move. They made one of the top moves in this position. Very good choice. They move the rook to safety. Your opponent will lose material if you find the right moves. You are threatening to they didn't find the right idea. Your opponent will lose material if you find the right moves. You are threatening to checkmate the king. They didn't find the right idea. You're still on the road to checkmate. That was the only move. This move is okay, but not what I would have played. This move protects their pawn, which was vulnerable with insufficient defenders. You had a better option, but this is not bad. Decent move, but they had a better one. Good job, that's what I would have played too. This move doesn't help their position at all. Your opponent will lose material if you find the right moves. Their king steps away from the check by your pawn. You continue the checkmate attack. Nice, you capture a vulnerable pawn, winning material after all trades are completed. Their best option was to evade the check from the opposing rook. You missed the quickest checkmate, but the game is still yours. This continues the checkmate threat. Their best option was you continue the checkmate attack. Their best option was to evade the check from the opposing rook. You missed the quickest checkmate, but the game is still yours. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. You want a pawn for free. You get a chance to force eventual checkmate. You missed an opportunity to force eventual checkmate. This forces an eventual checkmate. You get a chance. You missed an opportunity. They move their king out of the check from your queen. You made a passed pawn. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. This is a fine move. They move their king out of the check from your queen. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. You get a chance to push a passed pawn. Not the best move, but not bad either. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. You get a chance to push. Not the best move, but not bad either. Their king steps away from the check by your queen. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. I like their choice. You're continuing down the road to checkmate. Their bishop is now more active on this square. You're still on the road to checkmate. They defended their bishop, which was under attack. You continue the checkmate attack. This move wins a bishop. They move their king out of the check from your queen. Your move gets closer to checkmate. That bishop was yours for the taking. Always feels nice to win.